The UK election campaign is entering its final stages, with voters heading to the polls on Thursday. Political leaders have been crisscrossing Britain trying to win over undecided voters. Europe Bureau Chief Zoe Fort joins us now from London. Zoe, very good morning to you. So what happened on the campaign trail overnight?
Good morning, Michael. Well, Rishi Sunak has spent the day in Oxford. He was at a robotics factory. He went to a farm and fed some cows. He had tea with some voters. And he was also packing shelves in a supermarket and trying to impress upon people that during his time as Prime Minister, inflation has dropped. And he wants them to remember that the Conservatives are committed to doing everything they can to improve this country's economy. On the other hand, Sir Keir Starmer was visiting Nottinghamshire today, a very safe Conservative area that voted 60% in favour of the Tories at the last election. And he was reiterating his message that change is what is needed for this country, that after 14 years of Conservative government, Britain is broken, and that the only way things can change is if the Labor Party is voted in at this election. And both leaders really pushing that they'll do everything they can to address cost of living, to address migration, and also help repair the crumbling National Health Service here, Michael.
It hasn't been looking great for the Conservative government ever since the election was called, Zoe. What are the latest polls saying?
The latest polls haven't moved, Michael. They've consistently been showing a very large majority for the Labor Party here in the UK. Some of the polls are ahead by about 20 points for the Labor Party. And this clearly has the Conservatives worried, because the messaging that they're putting out at the moment is around urging voters not to go for a Labor super majority. Now, any majority is a majority, but they're really emphasising that a huge majority for Labor would be a bad thing for this country. And even their social media posts, I went back over the past couple of days, and it's all about knocking the Labor Party as opposed to promoting themselves. So there's clearly concern there. And it's not just Labor that the Conservatives have to worry about. There's also concern that the vote on the right is going to be split. There's a lot of support here, growing support, I should say, for Reform UK, a far-right party. And then, of course, there are people in the centre who might choose to go towards the more liberal, more centrist Liberal Democrats. So there's quite a few fronts there that the Conservatives are worried about.
And finally, there are concerns about postal voting. What can you tell us about that, Zoe?
Yes, there are reports that the government's investigating that people in 90 constituencies have not received their postal voting packs. The Royal Mail is insistent that the packs have gone out and that 6.7 million have come back, and that people can rest assured that they will have those packs in time to vote and return those votes by Thursday. But the government is concerned, and both sides of politics, both Labor and the Conservatives here, the major parties, are saying that people certainly need to have the reassurance that if they have voted as a postal voter, that their vote will be counted.
Europe Bureau Chief Zoe Fort, thank you.